here we go. So this is our full moon practice. If you don't already have one or two pillows, if you like a blanket, so we do our final little closing, you can feel as comfy as possible. I highly encourage that. All right, here we go. So we're going to begin standing on our mats. We're going to move through a sort of variation of a moon salutation. Those of you who practice yoga may or may not practice, but I've heard of these sun salutations that we repeat over and over again in many classes. And this one I would just like to acknowledge the moon. So if you want to just start in your Tadasana, your mountain pose, feet under hips, shoulder blades relaxed and down, palms open, not tense, but just open to receive. Chin can drop a little closer to your neck to really lengthen through the back of that neck. Lower your gaze, begin to deepen your breath. I'd like to bring your eyes to close. The full moon is an exciting time because it represents our emotions to a large degree. Just the way that they build and grow and change, and then in the face of a full moon, one can be compared to being, fullest emotional expression, especially in a time like this, just being in our feelings and letting them be, trying to be gentle with ourselves. And then the beautiful thing is tomorrow the moon won't be the same, and neither will you. And then the cycle continues. Take a collective inhale here, ground through those feet, and sigh it out. Do another of those. Really don't hesitate to bring some sound to that sigh release. Inhale. Let it out. Let that full cycle, that full moon's worth of breath and emotions, let it out so we can start its new phase today. Inhale together. Inhale. And release. Let it go. Sigh it out. Give yourself a little shake. Excellent. Inhale. Bend your knees. Reach your arms up. Palms meet. Excellent. Inhale here. Exhale. Palms come down to heart center. Now we're going to move into our first, one of my favorite moon-oriented positions of the day. Let me just let a couple more people in here. Worked. Excellent. So you will still be standing with your hands at heart center. Welcome if you just joined. We're going to move into our, more people are joining. It's exciting for me. Hopefully not, not too tedious for you all. Thank you for your patience. I'm really glad to have everyone here. It really makes this really feel like I'm connecting with all of you really in this time of isolation. Wonderful. So if you just joined, welcome. I will be occasionally darting back and forth to let new people in. All right, so we're in our prayer. Deep breath here, gaze is still lowered. Exhale, we're going to step out one foot and then the other to become a little wider than our hips. Bend your knees, reach those arms up, up, up. Extend the energy through your fingertips, chin lifts, gaze lifts. You can open your eyes or close them. 5-pointed star. Isn't that nice? Inhale here. Wiggle your fingers, really kind of twinkle it out. Let the energy emanate out and out through your feet. Inhale here. Exhale, palms come together. Bring them down. Inhale together here, wide stance. And exhale, you're going to turn, I'm turning my right toes towards the front of the mat. Take any side you choose. And again, if you just joined, feel free to play a playlist alongside me. Your back toes are going to turn slightly in on a diagonal. So we have one toe right directly under that knee, that ankle, and your back foot on a diagonal. You reach our arms up. And exhale, they can come to your hips, or you can kind of dive forward and go into a flat back. Excellent. Or as far as you can go. There's no goal here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle. Do our pyramid here. Inhale, you may opt to bring those palms to the back of your neck and settle even further on your exhale. Your hands are on your hips, just keep them firmly there. Another option to bring those fingertips back. Make some sort of little airplane hands, whichever way you like. One more inhale here. Exhale, gently bend that front knee, bring yourself to standing. Toes come to the middle, arms come up through prayer. Your gaze follows your thumbs. Inhale, exhale, 5-pointed star. Light up that night sky. Inhale, palms come together. Feel the energy coming down your spine. There's nothing passive about your existence, even in a standing solid pose. Begin to turn your left toes forward. Adjust your right toes to be on a diagonal. Inhale, sweep those arms up. You can even do a little back bend to greet the night sky if you'd like. And exhale, begin to shift those hips backwards. Heart comes forward. Hands can be on your hips. That's a nice place to start. If you want to bring them out overhead and gently into prayer over the back of your neck. Excellent. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to settle. If you have blocks or anything on the side to support you, it's a great time to use those to really take some of the tension off of our joints. Continue to move through a cycle of stretching and release. Good. Hands back to hips if they're not there. Gentle bend to that front knee. Come to standing. Toes up. You know it's coming. Inhale, arms come out this time to make our 5-pointed star. Energy through those fingertips. Energy through the toes. Tailbone is tucked in, yet your heart is open. Shoulders to the back. Gaze up to the night sky. Excellent. Inhale, arms come up. Whenever your breath takes your exhale, bring your hands down with you. We're going to open our toes a little wider. You can even take a pretty wide stance here. You just want to be very stable. We're going to our goddess pose. God, goddess pose, gender neutral pose. Just something regal, something powerful. Arms come up. You can keep your arms here or bring them into prayer. We're going to bend our arms and our knees at the same time. Fingers still lighting up the sky like flames, toes pointed out on diagonal, gentle bouncing. Again, this is not bouncing like a ball, but like rocking of a boat. Just the water comes up and down. We're in control. Last one, inhale, reach up. Very nice job. Palms come together. Exhale, hands come to heart. Toe heel or just step those feet back to neutral under your hips. Take a moment here, close your eyes. Here's a nice time if you'd like to bring any kind of intention into your practice, even if it's just to sort of meditate gently on the idea of us being at the mercy of the moon, these moon cycles that are, they seem so far away, but you can't help but be struck by how bright or how intense the moon is. When you see it, when you read about it, it's something that really hangs in the human consciousness as this force, as this presence that's always there in our night sky, in our day sky, but it's the night sky that lets us really see and really appreciate the fullness of the moon, the phases of the moon, and the fullness of yourself, and the phases of yourself. Inhale, reach those arms up. Gentle forward fold just to reset. Wherever you find yourself, hands can come to shins, hands can come to floor. Just a gentle little, I think of like sweet arms. Wherever you want. Make sure you let that head go. You can do a couple nods. Bend your knees, reach those arms up. Excellent. Come back down. You're going to do a very similar thing. Just come to the short edge of your mat, the top of your mat. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Gentle forward fold. Bring a generous bend to your knees and plant those palms. We're going to take our left leg, step it out far behind. You might have to adjust a little bit here to keep that knee right over your ankle. Drop your back knee to the ground and come up into our crescent lunge. Think of the crescents of the moon of the Cheshire Cat smile. Arms can come up. They can stay at the top of your leg. Take a deep breath wherever you are. Inhale here, stretch. Exhale, gentle, gentle back bend. Reach the moon. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Great moon. Let it shine on your face and your heart. Inhale, palms and fingertips come back to the ground. Curl those toes underneath. Come into a high lunge. Plant your palms. Step that front knee back. Knees come to the ground. You can open them up. Just scooch those hips back to a child's pose. I think when I was a child, that's when I was most bewitched by them. So this is quite a fitting posture. You can gently rock your head back and forth. You can bring those hands, those salutation hands, up and over your head again. Really in a position of reverence, in awe, in surrender. Your next inhale, hands come down, move through your tabletop position, knees come back to neutral. Curl those toes, the gentlest of downward dogs, and begin to walk those hands in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Do the same thing with our other leg. We're going to face the same direction. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, heart up. You're reaching for something. Palms come together. Gentle forward fold. Ample bend in your knees. Get rooted through your fingers or your palms. Step that right knee back. Make any adjustments to ensure your knee is not shooting over that ankle too far. Gently drop that back knee. Uncurl the toes if that's comfortable. You can even start hands onto thigh. Take a deep breath here. Release those hands and bring them up to the sky, reaching towards that moon. Do so now. Inhale, lengthen. Can you get a little taller? Exhale, optional back bend, opening your heart up to the moon. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, optional back bend. And inhale, come up. Hands will slowly make their way back to the ground. Plant those palms, curl that back toe underneath. Lift the knee, scooch the front leg to meet the back leg. Gentlest of downward dogs, and right away. Step forward, keeping that melting sensation as you roll. If you did just join us, please grab a pillow or two, or losing my balance, or a blanket, something to make you comfy. We're going to make our way onto the ground very soon. After one final wide-legged, you know what's coming. 5-pointed star. Exhale, palms come together, feet widen, toes come to the diagonal front corners. Hands come to prayer as we enter our final gender-neutral God-Goddess pose. Shoulders back. Inhale, squeeze up.
5G, brand new mobile network
Together,
being
just
rolled
step
out
them in.
right now.
We're going to lift up one foot,
New tech is
cross it over, and find your way into a seated position. Wonderful. Okay, my friends, we're going to go into a twist now together. Stretch out those legs, give them a little shake. You want to kind of move some of that flesh away so your sits bones make a little bit more direct contact with the floor. That's a good idea. Roll back those shoulders. You're going to pull one foot in to meet the inner thigh of your straight leg. Lift those arms up. Inhale. And exhale. Option always, in this class especially, pillow, 2 pillows, 10 pillows, option to have your knee bent. I love pillows. It just eases the stretch. You are certainly getting the stretch. It's just giving an opportunity for ease. A more gentle introduction to what can be very tough on our ligaments. Fascia, If you have the opportunity to relax your head into the pillow, be here for a little bit longer. So really start bringing your attention back to that breath. Just notice it. It doesn't have to be any fancy thing. Is it making noise in the back of your throat? Your nose cold from feeling it? Where do you imagine it's filling you on every inhale? Your next inhale, just a guide, using your fingers, gently lift off the pillow, your gaze and your nose, the last to lift. Transition through straight legs, pull in your other. Low in place if you're using one or two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, begin to melt over. You can always bend that knee, add pillows, and you can just lay down or do child's pose. My head is obviously in the stars today. In saying I'm just your guide, I think of the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I'm imagining like sort of zooming around the planets, like teaching yoga. It's actually quite a soothing image. Again, bring your attention back to the breath. In the way that the moon has a relationship with the ocean and the tide and the waves. In what way does the breath impact you? What is your tide? With every breath, feel that wave coming, and then it crests and is released, and then is pulled back in. I find even talking about waves, my body starts kind of doing this wave motion. Welcome to do any motions you like. And beginning putting those fingertips firmly down, roll up the spine nice and gentle. You can keep your eyes closed if they were. Just feel all of the blood and everything, kind of the dizziness settle. Extend both legs out if you will. You're going to cross your right leg over, so your foot is planted on the ground, toes facing front. Your left leg takes a little finagling, and it might just look like this. So be gentle with wherever you are. Your left leg will come in and eventually will drape on the floor below, but it doesn't have to. There's certainly nothing that you're losing or missing by not having that. It's freakishly giraffe legs, so it's slightly easier. Inhale here, tall spine. And exhale. Next, inhale, you're gonna reach that left hand up with grace, with intention. Ooh, the rain is coming down. You're going to cross it over and either drop your elbow onto that right knee, your hand, be at your thigh, wherever you want to sit, left to right. Right arm is going to come up, reach behind you, and then prop you up nice and tall. And exhale, turn to the right side. You may notice a sensation of that right thigh. Yeah, awareness. Half of your body is now slightly compressed. How does that feel? Inhale, however it feels good to unwind. Like to do sort of shake it out. Unwind those legs, bring them back to straight, give them a little shake under. And do the opposite leg. So your left leg is going to cross over, toes facing the front, and your right knee is going to get wherever it gets. Eventually, it may drop on the floor, your foot just resting on the side. Right arm inhales up as you begin to twist at that sacral chakra we talked about on Saturday, that lower belly. That's the area that twists. Into your elbow, your hand, wherever you're at today. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, place it down behind you to prop you up tall. And with your breaths, begin to straighten and twist. Straighten up, length. Even in your mind's eye, twisting a little more, really squeezing out whatever the full moon brought with us to be refreshed. Fresh start tomorrow and today with the new moon that's to come. In your own way, begin to unwind, shake out those legs. Next, as promised, I'm going to work you through a very mild inversion, but it can get intense quickly. It's essentially a supported platform for a headstand. We are certainly, unless you want to take it away, do your headstands, your handstands, anything you want. But what we're doing is a supported platform. So we're going to just talk through how we bring our arms together, how we protect our neck, just to start getting that feeling. I think having the full moon last night is a wonderful opportunity to really bring a new self into our daily interactions with the self. If being upside down is something you don't like, you know that if it's not something that you're comfortable with. We know so many restorative poses that don't require being upside down, placing that pillow at your lower back or upper back. You can take any of those now. If you are not up for trying the platform, you can also begin to stick your legs in the air, not even in a shoulder stance. This is very soothing. If you are a runner, or you are on your feet a lot, putting your feet up a wall is actually a restorative yoga pose. You can even open your legs. And these are inversions. So if you're averse to inversions, something as simple as that is a wonderful introduction. And hey, you're doing it. For the rest of you who would like to give it a try, let's just talk through the safety for a moment. Your hands are going to clasp one hand and then the other. You want to keep a nice little opening where your head is going to go eventually. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. You're eventually just going to place them down, like you just put down a can of beans or something between two hands. So let's just start there. You're going to go on hands and knees. Bring one forearm down, like you're about to do a thumb wrestle, and then the other. Bring them together. And what I want you to do is move through some cat and cows. So with those elbows engaged, push through your cat pose, and then relax into that cow pose. Push up, really generating energy here, because that is where the substance of the hold comes in, rather than your head, despite the name, and cat. One more, really engaging, especially here in this cow pose, and cat. Excellent. So we understand the difference here. Wonderful. So we're going to take our pillow, or if you have a yoga mat, you can flip it, just to give us some support. Hands at the ready. Your elbows are going to be just off your pillow. And place the back of your head into your hands. And by that, I mean here, like you were just doing some crunches a little higher than your neck. So that way, when you look down, you can see your knees. And that's it. You should not be feeling pain here, especially if you have a pillow. And if you are, but you would like to persist, push again into that cat pose. Push using those elbows grounding into the ground. And that's your support. Your head should barely be bearing any weight. Excellent. If you are comfortable here, just move through some cat and cows. If you want a little bit more, you're going to curl those toes underneath. Move into kind of like a dolphin pose, a downward dog with a headstand hands. And again, engaging those arms. So your head is not bearing weight, but your arms are. And you can begin to expand with walking forward, walking backwards, knees down. Take a breath. You can move through that a few times if you're comfortable. Again, the power's in those arms pushing against the floor. If you're doing this with me, you can do one more. If your feet are up a wall or in the air, you can begin to lower them wherever you're comfortable. Very nice job, everybody. And now we heal. So those of you who've been here a few times, you can have your choice of comfortable reclined Shavasana. Today, I encourage you to put a pillow just below your knees and just at your shoulder blades. Your head can drape off the top of the pillow or can be rested on. Good. So there should be very little contact of your lower back with the mat. Here, begin to deepen your breath, especially if you were just inverted. Bring that breath back to a grounding position rather than being in the air with the moon. Bring us back to earth with our breath. Here, just begin to relax your shoulder blades into your mat or pillow. Where does that energy take you? Maybe to your fingertips or the knuckles of your hands. Open your hips and just let them be open. You relax your toes. Bring your awareness to your face and your head and your neck. We store so much there. Relax your jaw. Take that relaxing energy and move it down through your neck and your shoulders. Can you relax those even more? Your eyebrows. Can you just let them rest? Begin to breathe here. I'm going to get ready to read my weekly poem to you. All you have to do is exactly as you have been doing. It's just being present and breathing. If you're not present, that's okay. I'm just a guide, just a hitchhiker's guide through the galaxy. I'll let you breathe for a few moments in silence while I pull up the poem to read to you. This poem, in honor of our theme tonight, is called A Poplar and the Moon, and it is by a British poet from the early 1900s named Siegfried Sassoon. The Poplar and the Moon. There stood a poplar tall and straight. The fair round moon, uprisen late, made the long shadow on the grass a ghostly bridge twixt heaven and me. But May with slumberous nights must pass, and blustering winds will strip the tree. And I have no magic to express the moment of that loveliness. So from these words, you'll never guess the stars and lilies I could see. And as you continue to breathe, I will read it one more time. Just let the words cover you, if you will, imagining yourselves lying out in the moonlight in a place that feels safe and feels nurturing and just makes you feel connected. If that's the beach, if that's on your couch. Let the words wash over you with this moonlight we are creating together. The Poplar and the Moon by Siegfried Sassoon. There stood a poplar tall and straight. The fair round moon, uprisen late, made the long shadow on the grass a ghostly bridge twixt heaven and me. But May with slumberous nights must pass, and blustering winds will strip the tree, and I've no magic to express the moment of that loveliness. So from these words, you'll never guess the stars and lilies I could see. And collectively, let's just take an inhale, just to acknowledge those words, let them sink in, pass through, and on an exhale, be released into the earth with our breath. I welcome you all to stay exactly as you are. for the rest of practice, for our little farewell. If you would like to get a little more energy for the remainder of the day, feel free to rub those fingertips together. Notice those fingerprints you have, even on the pinky. Begin to bring a little wiggle into your feet. You can do a stretch up overhead. Roll over gently onto your favorite side. Knees tucked in, eyes still closed. Inhale here. Exhale, using your hands to press yourself up to seating if you so choose. Eyes still closed or gently looking down. Thank you so much for joining me for today's class. The moon is a special thing. These classes are a special thing. The fact that people just show up and make it a class. I'm eternally grateful. It brings a lot to my life, quarantine or not. On your next inhale, we're going to reach those arms up overhead. In your mind's eye, gaze up, but eyes can still be closed. Exhale, bring those thumbs to that third eye space. Really feel the connection between your forehead and your fingers. Acknowledge for a moment that you are here. You are not alone. We did this together. Inhale and exhale, bow forward. Should you wish to close the class with namaste, then I offer you namaste. Otherwise, I just offer you my gratitude as always. I hope to continue to see you. We have Saturday class at 1, which is a little longer, a little more activating-y, a little more sweat generating, and then, of course, our lovely Wednesdays together. We just move deliberately back into our bodies. And I do want to say thank you for those of you who have given donations for these classes. It was entirely not required or anything, but I so appreciate it. And I just want you to know that I know, I see you, and I really thank you. All right, everybody, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Be well.